To it, it's time to. Oh, lucky. So I was.
Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. We are back at it for the second game of our series. Sadly, Lockie just got cut there, but you know what? He's going to have to live with it. So, we've got Deceptors versus the Farms. It's going to be a Melbourne v Brisbane clash. And first up, I'm excited. How do you feel, Alex?
I'm so much more excited that they cut Lockie's place as well. Now we get more airtime, Tom. Okay. All right, so it's going to be Robbie Sla versus Rumours of Ghosts in the first game. We're going to see if Robbie's cosplay trick can can knock out Rumours of Ghosts in his 6-0 run.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. Like, I have a feeling, from what I've heard from the players a lot, is that Birdie is just a better Alex.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be very much an uphill battle for Robbie Sla. Rumours of Ghosts is very much a sit back and let the other player hang themselves type of birdie, so he's going to try and make Robbie Sla make some mistakes, but Robbie's all ready to roll. He's got the eye makeup on. He is not screwing around. No, it's definitely Rumours of Ghosts' match to lose here today.
Yeah, it is.
And Rumours of Ghosts has got a haircut. He's ready to rock and roll. All right, and here comes the Alex pick there from Robbie Sla and the birdie pick as we move into Game 1 of the Brisbane Deceptors versus the Melbourne Avant. As it's Robbie SLA versus Rumours of Ghosts. It's going to be an Alex versus Birdie matchup. This is going to be an uphill battle for Robbie SLA. But he has got the cosplay factor. Let's see if it helps him out here today. There's the deep breaths from Robbie Sla. He's ready to roll. He's all powered up as we move into round 1.
As I was saying, so like it's interesting that a lot of players say that Birdie is just a better Alex, and then you compare the tools, right? So they both have a forward-moving special move, like with the chop and then the headbutt. Birdie has a better version. They both like to fish with that standing medium punch. There it is. Birdie has a better version. They both like to, use that command grab as a finisher. Birdie has a better version. So it's an uphill battle for Robbie in this scenario, but I don't think it's lose. Like, Alex is
and then the power bomb. Wow.
There's that explosiveness. So we just got to see that attacking mentality from Robbie here.
That's right, and it's everyone's favourite Alex streamer here today as Robbie Sla takes on Rumours of Ghosts. Both plays about even on health now at the moment. Robbie going for the sweep, but doesn't quite reach Rumours of Ghosts. There's a big jump in from Rumours, and that anti-air for Alex is so hard. And he's going to pay for that with a jumping hard punch from Rumours and a very, very gutsy dive.
So that's an interesting thing about Alex is Alex has that dive. And
what is
happening? I don't know what happened.
Haven't seen that tech before.
Looks like it rolled back. Looks like I'm playing online. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a big jump in. This is bad now.
All right, Robbie's in big trouble.
Yeah,
he's in the corner now. There's that catching light punch. Rumours of Ghosts just trying to get that stun out of Robbie Sla. All right, and there's the command grab just to finish off Robbie. He said, if you're just going to sit there and block, I'm going to finish you off. And there's the second command grab, and round 1 goes to Rumours of Ghosts. If he takes round 2, he will be undefeated here at the Gfinity Elite Series.
That's a big 7-0 now. If
you can see Robbie just thinking about things here.
Yeah,
he's got a full stick of butter there with that critical art on deck. He's got to make sure he gets that out along with the V-trigger on Rumours of Ghosts if he wants to make something happen here.
That's the one thing that Alex has that is arguably, even though it might not be, but arguably better than Birdie's one, is that rage shift V-trigger. It is an explosive comeback tool, and I hope we get to see Robbie use it at least once.
That's right, and Robbie says he's sick of the corner now. He's dashing out of the corner. Unfortunately, doesn't get the crouching medium punch after the V-trigger reverse. V-trigger activation there. Dashes forward for the power bomb. Doesn't get it, unfortunately. Robbie in big trouble again in the corner now.
Oh, okay.
There's the command grab. I like it. He's going to dash forward, but unfortunately, Rumours of Ghosts isn't ready for it, but the parry doesn't go for the reset. Goes for a frame trap. Again with the EX grab, and he's got the stun.
Is he dead?
I don't think that's going to be enough to kill. Let's see.
No, it might be, dude.
Here comes for the and he's just got the pixel of health left. Can we see him over here? There's the V-reversal straight away from Rumours of Ghosts.
Well, Robbie, please don't throw it loose. Robbie, please.
Crowd's losing it. There's a command grab. Caught Robbie sleeping. Unfortunately, very unfortunate drop from Robbie Sla. He knows it. And look at that dirty smirk from Rumours of Ghosts. He knows he's just gone up to 7-0. Somebody screenshot that smirk. That's what you get when you have an EX command grab. How many command grabs does Birdie get? 7, 6?
Make that a Twitch emote. Let's go.
Make that a Twitch emote. All right, very well played from Rumours of Ghosts for the Melbourne Avant. He notches up a win for them. Very unfortunate drop for Robbie Sla. He was doing so well there with the EX command grabs. And see that dash forward there and the beautiful parry from Robbie Sla. He turns it right around. Perhaps goes for a command grab there, but it doesn't come out. And a second command grab there just to stun Rumours of Ghosts, but it's not enough.
And that is optimal damage from Robbie there. Like, there is nothing else. He could have won that round. He could have, if he had spent the EX bar or an EX knee smash, he would have taken that round.
No.
He got greedy with his EX bar and he lost the game.
You know what?
I felt bad for him for a moment. Now it's purely on him.
Oh, that's too bad. That's just too bad. Very well played by Rumours of Ghosts. He notches up a 7-win streak here at the Gfinity Elite Series. Very well played by him. We're going to go into the next match now. It's going to be Ghost Chips versus a Wild Wild Llama, of course, Ghost Chips, the 17-year-old prodigy from New Zealand. You can see him there previously on your screen. There's a Wild Llama ready to rock and roll, getting set up in his gaming chair. Thanks to the good folks at Gfinity Australia here. And Ghost Chips versus a Wild Llama. Who do you think is going to win this one, Tom?
This is interesting. So Ghost Chips is, like you said, the young prodigy. He's the future of the New Zealand FGC. But then, and he plays that, M Bison game. He's got a very slow, methodical game. However, Llama is a Urian player. Now, Urian fights Bison fairly well, in my opinion. But then also, Llama played Bison for 2 years and saw excellent results with him in tournament. So this is an interesting scenario. We're going to see, it's all going to depend on how well Ghost Chips knows how to manage that Urian matchup, because you know that Llama's going to manage the M Bison matchup well.
It looks like Llama's got a lot of experience fighting Ghost Chips, and I think Llama's played Somniac quite a lot as well online.
Yeah.
Certainly has the matchup experience to go, so Ghost Chips, it's really his match to lose here, I feel. It's going to be an uphill battle despite how good he is as a player.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting scenario. Like we say, Ghost Chips is the young gun, but at the same time, we're in a scenario where it's going to be an uphill situation for him, and here we go into the uphill battle. We got game 2. This is a must-win for the Deceptors here. You do not want to go down 2-0. Ghost Chips, Llama, Urian, Bison. Let's get it. Let's see who comes out on top.
Let's get it on. All right, so far we got the Brisbane Deceptors down 1 game to the Melbourne Avant. We've got to see Ghost Chips take a game here if he wants to tie it up 1-1, and here we go into round 1.
All right, so we're going to see, this is going to be a game of sort of nuts. These two are just going to go at each other and throw out lots of stuff and attack each other, and we're just going to sort of try and talk about it as best we can, but it's a bit of a nut job matchup.
That's right, both heavily offensive characters, and especially once they get their V-triggers activated, it's all going to be all over Red Rover, and you can see here the early offense here from a Wild Llama, really trying to get the early life lead on Ghost Chips.
That EX knee press is going to be massive in this scenario, as Bison struggles with that anti-air game, and then EX knee press is basically the best dive kick in the game.
That's right, and Ghost Chips now, and it looks like Ghost Chips just opting to back off now and leave a Wild Llama in the corner, letting a Wild Llama getting away with that stun meter now.
But Aegis Reflector is on deck,
That's right, you're going to see a Wild Llama activate here very shortly.
You're going to look for that crafty medium kick into activate. Or goes to the overhead instead on block.
Ghost Chips saves himself there, but here comes the man in the mirror setup. There's those dirty Nemo setups, but unfortunately Ghost Chips is ready for it.
Oh, here we come.
He comes with his own V-trigger.
Shin Bicycle, I love that
choice. That is it, just goes straight for the throw, and no buttons from a Wild Llama. Opted to play it safe there, and Ghost Chips just went straight for the throw, read it all the way.
Yeah, Ghost Chips is playing that young man game. That was an old man choice.
That's right.
He puts Llama in a scenario where he's like, all right, which way, left or right? And then he just throws it.
That's right, absolutely. But it looks like Ghost Chips now is playing a little bit better, although he does have a life deficit. The Wild Llama is going to have to make something happen here now.
Yeah, no, I love that dash back. That was sick. Making excellent uses of Bison's excellent dash.
All right, and here comes Ghost Chips. All right, great read on the EX legs.
Oh, man.
He's going to get big damage there. Ooh, that knee drop did not work out for a Wild Llama. Okay, here comes Ghost Chips trying to close it out. Oh, and I love the anti-air from a Wild Llama. Really
that was
dead there. The V-reversal, that could have worked out so perfectly. Ghost Chips just hanging on to life. Oh, and that's a frame trap, just a beautifully executed frame trap after the Aegis Reflector set up there, and a very good win there for a Wild Llama. Feeling himself for Melbourne Avant as it's now 1 round apiece. It's anybody's game here.
That was excellent composure there from Llama then. He was at the life deficit, and then it looked like his Aegis setup wasn't going to work for a minute, and he just turned it around. However, turning it around again now is Ghost Chips, who is just running over him now.
And he's 2 for 2 on those neutral jumps against a Wild Llama. Wild Llama in serious trouble now in the corner. He's almost done. There's the EX shoulder to get out of dodge. He's going to have to do a V-reverse. He wants to stay awake. Opts to dash back instead. All right, there's the jump over. Only down to about 50% stun now. He's out of the woods, but he's only got about 10% of his life left. It looks like it's Ghost Chips' game to take here.
However, he has Aegis Reflector active. 1 more pixel, but you can't count Urian out. Oh, he couldn't confirm.
Over here comes Man in the Mirror. Great reversal on just the 3 frame to close it out. And very well played from Ghost Chips, taking it over a Wild Llama. It is now 1 game apiece in the Brisbane Deceptors versus Melbourne Avant. And Ghost Chips happy with his performance there, just closing it out very cleanly against a Wild Llama with a big life lead there in the final round.
It's interesting, and because we said Ghost Chips needed to take this game, and he's shown throughout that he is the clutch player that the Deceptors need, right? And here he is showing it again. He came into the scenario and he came in strong. Llama bounced back and fought back, but as you can see, this oppression, this aggression, this is what won him the round. Llama got this lucky exchange here. This was really interesting to me because that looked like Llama read the V reversal, but then it didn't work, but then it did, which was weird, but it worked out for him and he took that round.
And Ghost Chips has made 2 fantastic read with those neutral jumps, especially that one over the EX knee drop from a Wild Llama that really paid off for him, gave him a great life lead and a full combo to really close it out against a Wild Llama. So what a fantastic game there, and a fantastic win for Ghost Chips on behalf of the Brisbane Deceptors. We're going to move on now to the next match. It's going to be Cam's Ace versus Space Ghost. So it's going to be Manat versus Guile. This is a difficult match for Guile traditionally, with Daigo Imahara famously struggling with this matchup. The first time he fought, I believe it was Infiltration at Evo Japan, if I'm not correct.
Yeah, blew him up, and Infiltration ended up winning that entire tournament with that blend between Manat and Jury, 2 very underutilized characters until recently. Now Manat is everywhere because that V-Trigger one is one of, if not the strongest V-Triggers in the game, and it is definitively the best 2-bar V-Trigger. 2-bar
V-Trigger, that's right. So Manat is now the new Street Fighter V monster, arguably in the top 3 in the game, along with Guile and possibly Akuma as well, I'd say.
Yeah, or I'd put Cammy there.
Cammy there, probably.
I reckon shuffle Guile out, Cammy in.
That's right.
Personal 3.
All right, both players getting up, ready to go. You can see Camsay, the Manat player, on your screen right now, and he's going to be going up against Space Ghost, the Guile player. It's going to be a Manat versus Guile. He's getting some advice there from his teammates. Yeah. Space Ghost has underperformed a little bit over the last few weeks.
Have, actually.
Yeah.
Both of these two have had sort of poor results, and this is rough because Space Ghost had a rough matchup for Guile last week against Travis Styles, as Balrog deals with the Sonic Boom pressure well.
That's right.
And then now he's running into basically Guile's worst matchup in Manat. So it's just been a rough run for him. But then at the same time, Camzace has had an extremely rough Gfinity series so far too, as he got absolutely washed, I remember, by Somniac and Bug in separate games. And so this is a scenario these two guys want to bounce back. This is their game to get on their feet and get moving. And it's a shame that it's going to be an uphill battle for Space Ghost, but as we've talked about before, I'm a fan of the upset. So let's see him get into it.
All right, and you pick Guile and you get 2 bad How do you get 2 bad matchups with Guile? Balrog and then Manat. I didn't think Guile had any bad matchups.
They're the only ones, man.
They're the only ones in the game. Talk about bad luck.
No.
I'll tell you what, as a Guile player, for him as a Guile player, I have no sympathy. I have to be honest.
Well, Guile's so solid in this game, man. It's surprising that there are characters that deal with Guile well, but it's because these 2 characters specifically have anti-fireball tools that are so strong that they're they almost make Sonic Booms null and void. Like Manat just reflects them with her V skill, and all of a sudden now Manat has a projectile on screen coming straight at you. And then Balrog's able to just dash right through them. So it's an interesting perspective, and it's going to be, the onus is on Space Ghost at the moment with that lovely new haircut to switch it up, get aggressive, and play this matchup as a bruiser style rather than that patented defense that he's known for.
That's right, it's time for the tiebreak. It's 1 game apiece now. It's going to be Camzace versus Space Ghost. Both of these are going to try and break the tie for each of their respective teams, the Brisbane Deceptors and versus the Melbourne Avant. You can see here the early standing hard punches from from Camzace to try and keep Space Ghost out. There's the back hard punch, and it's so hard for Guile to get in here, especially with those booms.
Yeah, because they're just not a great tool in this matchup.
Here comes the early V-Trigger. We're going to see the instant overhead, and it just goes for the throw. Still got those orbs on deck, ready to deal out some serious damage. Doesn't opt to go for the overhead. Doesn't get all in. There's the shimmy. And Camzace just dealing out the damage, and look at that damage from the V-Trigger.
Combo!
Just getting the butter crap kicked out of him in the corner here. He's getting absolutely destroyed in the corner. He's going to have to make something happen here. Space Ghost looking a little bit disappointed with his performance there. Let's see if he can bring it back in round 2.
Well, it's interesting, and that was exactly what we said would happen. He uses a Sonic Boom, Manat reflects it, uses it as uses his own tool against him, gets that V-Trigger going, and all of a sudden this round is over when he was in firm control. And that's the interesting thing about Manat, is she's this lame style zoner, as we're seeing here with the buttons, and after a big jump in finally from Space Ghost. But then when she gets that V-Trigger, she's such a strong comeback character.
That's right, and look at Guile trying to keep him in the corner there, and that V-reversal is so effective. If you don't read it, it really gets her out of the corner very quickly. All right, Space Ghost with a chance now. He's got to try and make something happen on Camzace, but there's a brilliant confirm into the EX command grab. It's now anybody's game here. That stun meter on Space Ghost has gone down. Both players with about 2 bars of critical arc.
Oh my goodness.
2 bars of meter there on deck.
Both players have their V-Triggers stocked as well. We're going to see, here it is, same thing as last time. Oh, I love that EX boom from Space Ghost, predicting it. Oh, he might be dead.
And
he's dead.
Space Ghost might be dead if Camzace he drops the combo here.
Oh, back throw.
All right, Space Ghost with a chance now. He's got to try and make something happen here against Camzace.
He's got critical art. He's going to try and chip him out.
He's going to chip it. All right, Space. And there's the orb just to close it out against Space Ghost. And Space Ghost goes down in 2 straight rounds. Very well played by both players, but unfortunately it wasn't good enough. And Brisbane Deceptors goes up 2-1 over the Melbourne Avant. Very well played by Kamzas Manat. A very tough matchup for Gale, and you can see Space Ghost feeling the pressure there here at the Hoyts Gfinity Esports Arena. And we're just going to go to an instant replay here now, Tom. We can see both players even on life, and here comes
exactly
the V-trigger.
what we talked about, man. That point of Manat being such a strong zoner, but then when she gets this V-trigger, see, Gale, typically a very strong defensive character, but here he is helpless against this pressure because he can't throw sonic booms.
And that shimmy pressure so strong from Kamzas, and that shimmy really got him around here, and he just finishes off. Space goes brutally in the corner there, and very well played by Kamzas with Manat. We're going to go to the next match. It's going to be Kamzas again versus Rumours of Ghosts, so it's going to be up to the team captain to take it back for the Melbourne event after that loss by Space Ghost.
Yeah.
And if anybody can do it with his Rumours of Ghosts with that 7-0 lead, I think he's playing very well today, and I think he's going to continue that run.
Well, we expect a good run here from these guys. We expect a great run from Avant. They're on the back pedal now. This is looking like another underdog scenario. And it's an interesting dynamic, and it's going to be interesting to see how we go. And you know what else is interesting? Luke's haircut. Let's send it over to him and have a look at it. Back to you guys.
That's a funny comment coming from a white man with dreadlocks, but I'll take it. After this short break, we will be back with Game 4, where Kamzas takes on Rumours of Ghosts right here in Street Fighter 5. This is what has happened so far. Before we go to the break, Rumours of Ghosts, as we expected, 2-0 against Robbie Slar. But then, Deceptors out strong, 2-1. Ghost Chips took that one, and then Kamzas 2-0 against Space Ghost. Don't go anywhere. You're here in Street Fighter 5, and it is really kicking off today. Brought to you by Dare Ice Coffee and Astro Headsets. Huge matches coming up after the break. Don't go away. We'll see you soon.
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
Calamari.
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 Let's make it Jack.
Drink it through with Dare Iced Coffee.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Gfinity Elite Series. I'm here with Burnout Fighter from Melbourne Order. It's your first time playing here at the Gfinity Elite Series. You're filling Travis's boots.
Yes.
How are you feeling? Do you like the set? Is it what you expected?
I mean, yeah, the set is definitely awesome, and I guess the main thing is we're just here to enjoy. I mean, obviously the competitive vibe is awesome, but I mean, having a good time I think is most important.
Well, aren't you supposed to be backstage warming up? Because you guys are next. Your whole team's here. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I mean, warm-ups are just, just us breathing. That's our warm-up. My boy RF is here. I think one of our teammates, he's playing some other different game at the backstage. I know a lot of people are very serious, prepared for today, but for us, it's just Sunday.
Well, you've been warming up your vocal cords. I've been hearing you screaming these guys on, cheering them on. When you're playing, do you find that sound from the crowd is really important for you?
Like I believe ZG also mentioned, the game is heavily momentum-based. It's also very environment-based, where people get hyped and excited. Definitely gets into you, the nerves. And sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. But as a spectator, you have all the rights to cheer for everyone you support.
So do you love the big crowds?
Big crowds, small crowds, as long as you have a loud voice, your voice gets heard by someone. That's the most important part.
Oh, that's so sweet. Shall we all give them a shout now, guys? Yeah?
Yes, please support our boys. Australian FGC, let's go.
All right, I'm going to pass it back to our crazy scientist host. Luke, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ash. Pretty confident Melbourne Order, hey? They're saying they don't even warm up. Do you reckon they're gonna back that up in their gameplay?
Look, they better.
Yeah.
Because they can't lose it now.
Yeah.
That confidence. Look, it'll be close. I think this will be a little bit closer than they would hope.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? Because, I mean, Melbourne Order really talked the talk, whereas you saw Perth Ground Zero before Rups. Very self-deprecating, but then really brought their heat. So we'll see. Let's let the players playing talk for themselves. Right now, it's Cam's Ace taking on Rumours Are Ghosts, undefeated so far in Game 4. Take it away, casters. It's time to fight.
All right, and good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. We're live at the Hoyts Gfinity Esports Arena as we continue with Week 3 of the Gfinity Elite Series. And it's going to be Cam's Ace versus Rumours of Ghosts as we continue the Brisbane Deceptors versus Melbourne Avant run here, Tom. And who's your money on today for this match?
All right, so I know this Rumours is undefeated, right? That's a big deal. That's really important. However, Manat is a big problem for not just Birdie, also him. He struggles with this character because he just doesn't. He likes to play a defensive style. We've talked about it. That patience, wait for him to kill. That's what Manat does. She just sits there. So it's interesting, and we're gonna have to wait it out and see. He's gonna have to play the aggressor, and he's gonna have to just try and get a big read on Cam, make him buckle, and work on those nerves that Cam has had in previous weeks and try and make him crumble under the pressure.
That's right, all right. Rumours of Ghosts, it's Mr. Gfinity. He has got a record 7-0. That's 7 wins and 0 losses, and he's going to try and make Cam's Ace feel all of that talent here today as he's going to take it on for Melbourne Avant. The Brisbane Deceptors will 2-1. And there's that early jump in from Rumours of Ghosts, and Cam's Ace is in trouble already in the corner.
Oh, big crush counter.
So no more free jump ins from you again. No more free jump ins. There's the command grab.
Oh, he's
going to feel the V-trigger pressure now.
Bang, bang, bang. Boom. This is optimal damage, ladies and gentlemen.
And look at that damage by Cam's Ace. Very well played. All right.
Oh, that was sick. On the bottom. Oh, what a throw. That was an awesome read. And just like that, Rumours was in firm control, and now all of a sudden he's at a life deficit.
That's right. And I don't think I've seen Rumours as so much of a life deficit before, except when he's playing Requiem of Fear.
Yeah,
let's see if he can bring it back. Now, the command grab just caught Cam's Ace asleep there in the corner. Second cheeky command grab, but Cam's Ace was all over it.
Watch for the, there it is, V-trigger action. Oh, he just went for it.
He read the jump, but unfortunately was just a bit too early.
Oh my goodness.
With another blade, he's going to try and close it out. Rumours of Ghosts goes with the big jumping half punch twice in a row now. Cam's Ace not ready to ante yet.
This is scary.
You have to be careful now. It's really anyone's games here now.
It's like this life deficit looks large, but for a character like
there's the jumping command grab.
One more hit and he's dead. One more hit and he's dead.
There's the command grab. Rumours of Ghosts just comes back from the dead. He knows he got away with murder there, Tom.
Yo, I called that.
I didn't call that very well.
I knew that was going to happen. Every time Rumours hits that command grab, he's going to go for the dolphin dive. It's the Rumours.
Never count this man out. All right, Cam's Ace has got to put a round on the board now. Right, there's the grab after that dirty round steal from Rumors of Ghost. That was disgusting.
Look at that anti-air. That was sick. Forward
And look at this damage, and it's almost Kamze's working on perfect here. Rumors of Ghost down about 50%.
World's slowest perfect for Kamze's incoming.
World's slowest perfect, that's right. All right, down goes the can. Rumors of Ghost has got to get his game started here.
Oh, good job. I love this zoning game Cam's playing at the moment. See this? He's just waiting. He's just letting him hang himself.
Very well played. We're going to get a perfect here from Kamze. It's a well-deserved perfect.
We're going to get a 50-second perfect nearly.
Oh, very well played by Kamze. He deserved that one. You can see Rumors of Ghost shifting a little uncomfortably in his seat there. He knows he got outplayed there, Tom.
Yeah, no.
Let's see if he can turn it around in this third and final round. Brisbane Deceptors are up 2-1.
Yeah.
Rumors of Ghost have got to take this tied up 2-2.
It's interesting. Like, if the Deceptors get this game, this is massive, dude. They're up 3-1. Like, this could be just the week of upsets if they get this one.
It doesn't make any sense. All right, Kamze's in the corner now. There's the forward hard punch from Rumors of Ghost. Trying to make something happen. A nice dive to get out of the corner. Not very well punished by Rumors of Ghost. He's going to pay for that with his own corner carry now in the corner.
This is scary now. Oh, he went for the read. No real punish from there from Kamze because he didn't have the...
Look at the power of Manat, and Kamze is just running a train on Rumors of Ghost now here at the moment. He's going to have to do another round steal like he did in round 1.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, Birdie is more than...
All right, there's the full head down. Here we go!
This could be it.
This could be it for Rumors of Ghost.
Oh,
They're putting in... Oh, and I love that frame trap.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, I can't believe it. Is that it? Is that it?
He's dead.
He's done it. Rumors of Ghost steals not only the round, but the entire game. And what a disappointment for Kamze. That was very unfortunate. And Rumors of Ghost is now at a record 8-0.
This is incredible.
Mr. Gfinity is playing out of his mind.
Got to get him like a title belt or something.
That's
like
right.
Wrestling style. You can throw it over the shoulder, I reckon.
He is the real MVP as we move to a instant replay here in the third and final round. I can see Kamze with that perfect there.
Played so well. Look at. This is a massive life deficit, right?
Look at this.
And this is a very clean play, but he makes one mistake. Birdie's in. Look at that damage immediately. Dash up. And then he just gets clipped by something. I'm not sure what happened there. Empty jump command grab.
That was it. And it looks like Kamze tried to interrupt there with perhaps a standing jab or another 3-frame move that he could have used. Perhaps a standing light kick. I believe that's Manat's 3-frame. But look, Rumors of Ghost playing very well for himself there. Mr. Gfinity, he is up 8-0. He's looking very happy. Look at that smile.
No, that's an incredible. And it's such a disappointing showing for Kamze there. Like, he played really well. In that last round went for about 45 seconds. I reckon 35 of those, Kamze was in firm control, had a life lead, and was punishing Rumors' mistakes. And then Kamze slipped up once.
That's right.
Once, all over. But that's just the nature of Street Fighter V, man. And that's why this Elite Series format is so exciting, because you cannot predict what's going to happen. There's no, oh, this is going to happen, oh, here it goes. There's none of that. Like, we're always going to see these exciting upsets because of the fast-paced nature of the game and the tournament we're playing.
That's right, Tom. It is the most elite of the elite players here at the Gfinity Elite Series for Street Fighter V. Week 3, we're going to move into the next match now. It's going to be Ghost Chips versus a Wild Llama. Ghost Chips, the 17-year-old prodigy from New Zealand, is going to be taking on a Wild Llama. And you can see a smile there on your screen. Ghost Chips, he's ready to roll.
He doesn't do that often.
He's fresh off that previous win he had against a Wild Llama. Let's see if he can repeat that magic here again.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So we saw this matchup last time. It's a big slugfest, right? These two are just going to attack each other. Oh, that backdash!
And that was a very risky backdash, especially in Street Fighter V. And look at this. It looks like a Wild Llama has been watching the replay in his downtime. He's got all the answers here. Ghost Chips in serious trouble. There's the frame trap and a virtual perfect from a Wild Llama. He is playing on point. He is not screwing around. And let's move into round 2. Let's see if Ghost Chips can return the favor.
That's what we call a ghetto P.
A ghetto perfect, that's right.
It's basically a perfect, but you know, we got like one hit in, like whatever. Like, you still basically got rolled on. So let's see if Ghost Chips can adapt here. Oh, I love that air-to-air.
Air-to-air hell attack, very well done by Ghost Chips. And he baits out the EX headbutt on the wake up. The Wild Llama's going to pay heavily for that. Finishes off with an EX scissors.
Oh, gutsy tech
Goes
from
for the
Llama
straight
there, man. That was exciting.
Ghost Chips fishing for that stun now, but unfortunately a back throw from a Wild Llama. It's now his turn to turn up with... Doesn't go for the Aegis Reflector yet.
Here comes... Oh,
another EX headbutt. No respect, and it looks like that might be it, just like that. And Ghost Chips returns the favor with a round on the board for Brisbane Deceptors. It is now 1 round apiece in anybody's game here.
This is immense, this round right here. I reckon this is almost the biggest round of the set, because if Ghost Chips gets this, the Deceptors are up 3-2 against, again, a favourite. We're going to get another upset
upset after we had a previous update earlier today. And there's the air-to-air. I love that from a Wild Llama, and that's big damage. Great block on the overhead from Ghost Chips. He's really fighting well out of the corner there. There's the EX Scissor trying to create some room between himself and a Wild Llama. Both players swinging for the fences now. So there's a big jump from Ghost Chips. He's going to get big damage. And try and move forward. All right, I love the jump over the light scissors.
Oh my goodness, that knee press over the Psycho Blast. Ghost Chips got lucky to not get punished. Oh, just do it. Psycho There goes the Psycho.
Oh, just goes for the shimmy, but Wild Llama's not biting.
Oh my god, it's
Psycho Axe, big damage. Here comes the roll, here comes
that's
Ghost Chips,
it.
and that is it. Very well played from Ghost Chips and puts it up. Brisbane Deceptors goes up 3-2 against Melbourne Avant.
This is nuts.
I know, and
is
look at that. Brisbane Deceptors, I wasn't expecting this at all. Melbourne Avant was expected to win here today, Tom.
I know, this is with the 3-2 now, you know? This is massive. Ghost Chips, Ghost Chips is like such a strong player for the Deceptors. Man, we got to talk about this dude. He is the rock in this team, and every game he's getting these wins with this really smart and calculated play, which is incredible for someone as young as him.
Absolutely. It's just this perfect mix between defense and offense. Really goes in, really pushes the offensive when he knows he has the lead here. And there's the stun. Very clean win over Wild Llama Bear. Very well played from Ghost Chips. We're going to go into our next match now. It's going to be Robbie Slar again versus Space Ghost. This is going to be a very difficult matchup for Robbie SLA.
Yeah.
He's got that cosplay power. He did play in the first round today of Brisbane Deceptors versus Melbourne Avant. Unfortunately, losing to Rumours of Ghost.
Yeah, it was pretty
See if he can redeem himself here against Space Ghost. Of course, if there's any matchup that's going to be difficult for him as Alex, it's going to be the Guile matchup.
I feel so bad because you've got your captain on deck and he's like, yeah, I can close out this series for the boys. And he looks to his right and he sees Space Ghost sit down and he buries his hand in his face and then he realises he's rubbed his makeup all over his hands and now he's got makeup on his stick.
Oh, I know. Look, it's not going right. There he is. He's smiling happy. It's everyone's favourite Alex streamer, Robbie. And here he is. He's going to try and put a game on the board here for the Brisbane Deceptors, of course. Robbie SLA, unfortunately, hasn't won a game here at the Gfinity Elite Series. He's repping.
Come close.
He's come very close, and to his credit, he is repping probably the worst character that he could pick here at the Gfinity Elite Series in the form of Alex.
Alex has stunk for a good while now.
That's right. All right, let's move into this next match. It's going to be Robbie SLA versus Space Ghost as part of the Brisbane Deceptors versus Melbourne Avant. It's up to Robbie SLA to save Brisbane Deceptors. I'm sorry, it's up to Brisbane Deceptors, Robbie SLA, to put a match on the board for Brisbane Deceptors in an upset.
Close it out.
Close it out. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Tom.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. And Space Ghost just stretching his hands. He knows he's got to get this one up on the board to take the 3-all.
Now, it's like he's finally got a match up in his favour. Let's see him put in some work.
Oh, and I love that read on the Sonic Boom. An early opening salvo from Robbie Slide. Not screwing around.
He's just doing it. Okay, come on, Robbie. Oh, that's really minus.
Just committed to the jump. He could have got big damage there. It's very unfortunate.
All right, here we go. This is a different type of pressure from Space Ghost that we're seeing now. Oh, he misses the jump in, but he gets the punish. Okay, you'll take that. You'll take that.
That's good. That's good damage. All right, trying to get in now. There's the Sonic Boom pressure. All right, and Space Ghost is now ready to end here.
My goodness.
And just as I say that, there's the EX Stomp. And here comes
go.
a Lariat.
Oh!
Straight into the power bomb. Space Ghost in trouble. That is not real.
No, it's
jab out of back.
Oh, my goodness, Robbie.
One more from Robbie.
The shimmy, you should have just gone for it.
Oh, and he's got the stun on board. Can we get one more? And that is it. And Robbie SLA puts a round on the board for the Brisbane Deceptors. Could this be Robbie's moment here at the Gfinity Elite Series?
This is it. Come on, man. I went for it again.
Wow. All right, he just went for it. Looks like Space Ghost has switched on now to those instant overhead.
Yeah.
And there's a big jump in. He blocks just in time. All right, Robbie going in for the kill, but Space Ghost answering straight back with the combo. Oh, and this is not looking good for Robbie.
Oh, yeah. This is why Alex loses to goal. Robbie made it look good, but now
that is unfortunate, and that is a beatdown. He's not going to be dead just yet.
Oh, he dropped it.
All right, Robbie's got one more chance here. He needs to activate that V-trigger and make something happen here.
He's looking for it. Oh,
all right, there's the crush counter sweep. Can we see a comeback here from Robbie? He's got to make. There's the Lariat.
Oh, my God. I like the walk forward Lariat. That's a gutsy move from Robbie.
Yeah, and Space Ghost just spamming that crashing light to stop the Lariat pressure, and that's going to do it. Robbie Slide drops that round, unfortunate, keeping his composure there, and Space Ghost looking a little bit uncomfortable here. He knows this is his game to lose. Robbie's on a roll here after that first win in game one.
He's done this a couple of times. He comes out the gate just punching, and then the other opponent just sort of sorts things out and gets a bit ahead. So I want to see him close it out. I want to see the man close it out.
That's right. All right, and it's Space Ghost. Robbie going to work now. Oh, and there's a big crush counter standing half punch. The range on that is amazing.
Big, strong right hand from Guile.
All right, great sweep from Spacer. Great block by Robbie Slar there. Could have checked it. That could have been big damage. Okay, but trying to fake flash kick there. And here comes a critical out from Space Ghost. It's going to be big damage.
Going to be scaled a little bit because he went for that. Oh my God, Robbie, please don't do anything silly.
All right, here comes the big trigger. All right, there's going to be a critical out.
Is he dead?
Might be enough.
Is he dead?
This might be it, Tom.
No, he's not
Robbie SLA, let's see if he kills and hits. Right, it's down to the magic pixel. Oh, and Space Ghost making up for the crash and live punch. Oh, and a very unfortunate unfortunate drop by Robbie Soleil. He was within a hair's width of taking that one. My goodness.
No.
And that is it. And and Robbie Slar goes down, unfortunately. It's now 3-all Brisbane Deceptors versus the Melbourne Event. And Space Ghost just getting by the skin of his teeth with
Robbie.
the wake-up crouching jab there. The Guile special.
Alex gets pressure there. He should have won that. If he just had a dashed up and pressed jab,
I know,
he would have got a counter hit and
I
won.
know, I
But
know.
something just went wrong on Robbie's end.
My heart bleeds for Robbie. A very unfortunate drop, and here we go into the instant replay. It's anyone's game here. Both players managing to get out a critical art here in the final round, but that crouching jab from Space Ghost just proving to be so effective against Robbie's pressure with Alex.
Oh, this is so, just saddening. But at the same time, we can't focus entirely on, just this exchange, man. Like, looking at it, slowing it down, I don't know what happened. I think Robbie went for a slow button or something, and that's on him. And I reckon we got to give Space Ghost credit. He finally got the matchup that suits him, that suits Guile, Guile beats everybody except everyone he's played. So, and now he got that matchup that works for him, and he's brought it out. And that was a crunch time game. That was a clutch moment. If he lost that, his team was done.
That's right.
So we have to give Space Ghost a massive amount of credit for closing out that round.
Got to give credit where credit is due, and unfortunately a drop there from Robbie Soleil, but probably the best and the closest he's come to a round for a win here at the Gfinity. He played very well, especially against a matchup such as Guile and a player of Space Ghost's caliber.
Yeah.
But we're going to go to the final game now here for the Brisbane Deceptors versus Melbourne Event. It's going to be Cam's Ace once again versus Rumours of Ghosts. Rumours of Ghosts, Mr. Gfinity himself, he's on a 7-0 win streak. 8-0, I'm sorry. 8-0 win streak as we move into this final game. It's going to be a tiebreaker to end all tiebreakers. Brisbane Deceptors versus Melbourne Event. Tom, who's your money on?
Okay, look. So again, we've got the Manat Birdie matchup again. So the way it went last time. Cam's Ace, I reckon Cam's Ace outplayed Rumours of Ghosts. Rumours of Ghosts just got that errant hit all over Red Rover. I reckon that Cam's Ace is going to attack this more composed, and I reckon he's going to come out of it on top. They're both going to get a round. It's going to come down to crunch time. Cam's Ace is going to pull it.
All right, it's match point for both players here as Cam's Ace takes on Rumours of Ghosts, Mr. Gfinity himself. Cam's Ace has to make a dent in Rumours of Ghosts' record if he wants to take a win for the Brisbane Deceptors as we move into round one.
Oh, I love that choice. You got to throw out those orbs early. You can't let Birdie get away with those big slow buttons, because those, right? Because that's how Birdie gets in and starts aggressing on you, and that's when this is when the matchup gets out of Manat's favour. Right now,
and there's the big jump in. No anti-air from Cam's Ace. He's stuck in the corner now, but Manat fights so well out of the corner, just like, there's a big crunch counter. And just like that, she's out. Rumours of Ghosts returning the favour with an EX Bullhorn, but it's not going to be enough.
Manat already has V-Trigger.
That's right. Two-bar V-Trigger. And there it is. V-Trigger, there it is. The air throw, and look at the damage, and here we go. We're going to see...
he didn't convert though. He didn't convert.
That's right, and the V-reversal straight away from Rumours of Ghosts. He doesn't want anything to do with that.
That was a weird juggle. I don't know what just happened.
And look at the conversion from Cam's Ace. He's still got the life lead. Rumours of Ghosts trying to make something happen here. He's used all his V-reversals.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Cam's in the corner, back to the wall, yet he's still in an advantageous position right
And if there's anyone that can kick Birdie out, it's Manat. I mean, look at this. Look at the range on the normalcy, and it's really hard for Rumours of Ghosts to get in. But speaking of getting in, there's the EX command grab, and what are we going to see? No, just goes for the frame trap. And I love it! He's gone the second time. Cam's Ace is Pixel. Great luck on the overhead. It's anybody's game. Here comes the V-Trigger activation.
Just release
reversal once again for Rumours of Ghosts. Cam's Ace is that's it. Rumours of Ghosts puts away round one. Cam's Ace looking a little bit disappointed with himself. He knew that was his round to win there.
He's got it. See, so Rumours of Ghosts is going for those EX Bull Revenges, those dive command grabs. They are reactable. Cam's Ace, I know that Cam's Ace is sitting there thinking, I can react to these, and there he goes, gets hit by another one.
That's right.
And they're just tearing him to pieces. Cam's Ace needs to turn on the reactions.
Birdie's so frustrating to play against, but of course so is Look at the bullhorn read. I love it. Goes for the command grab, but a bit too far. Cam's Ace is all over. There's the V-reversal. You can see Rumours of Ghosts just wanting to use that V-reversal as soon as the V-trigger's on. Cam's Ace is ready for it this time.
Here we go.
Here comes the corner pressure from Cam's Ace.
Oh, he dropped the combo. Cam, please.
All right, he can't drop those, but it's all right. He's still almost
punished
there's the V. Punish the V-reversal. I like a Cam's Ace is on point. This is his round to take. There's the EX bullhead straight out of dodge.
He's lost orb. This is massive. Oh, Manat's getting the orb.
Rumours of Ghosts is on match point. This is to take. Rumours of Ghosts can take this for Melbourne.
Oh my god, one more hit.
Here comes the magic pixel. Rumours of Ghosts clinging to life now.
Oh my god, he did punish. finish it?
I can't call it Tom. It's anybody's game here. Jason, there it is. The standing medium punch to save the day. It is now a match point for both players in Brisbane Deceptors versus the Melbourne Avant. It's anyone's game here.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Rumours, please, he's in his head.
Oh, and it's the back dash. I love it.
Oh, man.
Margrave, Rumours of Ghost. He closes this out as fast as he can. One more Cam Zace is going to have one more chance after this.
Please, Cam. Oh no!
There it is. We're going to see it. Mr. Gfinity himself takes it. The Melbourne Avant 9-0.
No, just Floyd Mayweather. That's a Floyd Mayweather.
There is
the Elite Series.
no stopping this man. He is too good.
Oh,
Just good. Too strong, Tom. There is no stopping him. Rumours of Ghost up at 9-0 here at the Hoyts Gfinity Esports Arena, live from Sydney, Australia. And the Melbourne Avant has taken it 4-3 over the Brisbane Deceptors.
Wow.
What a match, Tom. I had a great time. What about you?
I'm losing it, Alex. I don't know if I can handle another one of these, man. They're just too tight. That last match, I can't believe. Rumours just turned on the Jets in that last round. It was just big read after big read.
That's right.
And they were hitting on a perfect.
That's right. Ending on a perfect. Rumours of Ghost sending a message that he is not free in the slightest.
Oh, mate, look, even if he lost that game, he wouldn't have been free because he'd still be 8-21.
He's still 8.
But now if he wins his first game next week, he's going to be 10-0.
10-0. I think we better kick him off the team. But
Yeah,
look,
we need to
go to
watch
the
this
final
last
round. Look
bit,
at this
yeah.
perfect here from Rumours of Ghost. Just wanted to close it out and take home that win for Melbourne Avant as soon as he could. And look at this filthy birdie play here from Rumours of Ghost. I have to say, the damage output from Rumours here.
That was excellent from Rumours. He immediate, because Cam was showing that he's going to throw those orbs immediately. He opens around, out it goes. And then he went for the read because Meterless Bull Revenger does have some projectile vulnerability. So he just hopped over that orb, knocked him, and then just went for the throat from there, and it was an incredible play.
That's right. Very well played by Rumours of Ghost. Unfortunately, not good enough from Cam Zace, but look, I'm sure he'll be back again another one of these weeks at the Gfinity Elite Series, and we're going to go now to our third game is going to be coming up. It's going to be, who have we got up next?
If we look over here...
Because none of my notes make any sense.
We have Sydney Raw versus Melbourne Order, which will be a very exciting game, and I am ready to go. But we got a bit to do before we get to there, don't we?
We sure do, and we're going to cross right over to Luke and Lachlan to get the debrief.
What a match. That was intense. Let's take a look at how it played out in the scores. So, Rumours of Ghost showing early form. 2-0, Robbie Slard. Then we had Ghost Chips, he won all his games. So we had 2-1 to Wild Llama. Then we had Cam Zace took down Space Ghost 2-0. Rumours of Ghost, Cam Zace 2-1. Ghost Chips backing it up again 2-1. Close though, that one between a Wild Llama and him. And then Robbie Slar just getting taken out by Space Ghost. Huge final round we saw in that game. And then down to the wire, Cam Zace, really one of the first players, oh, that's in RF's face if I say that, isn't it? I was going to say one of the first players to give Rumours of Ghost a run for his money. Please stay away from me, RF. I didn't say that. Huge play there. Hey, speaking of the big man himself, Rumours of Ghost, Ash is up there right now. I bet you he's feeling pretty damn fine right now.
100%, because you guys are at 3 for 3. You're now top of the leaderboard, and you yourself are still undefeated. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. Just a surprise. I mean, this is our third week of wins, and they've all been unnecessarily close, I think. I'm glad my team likes putting on a show. We're purely doing it, making it this close for entertainment, and not because of mistakes or anything like that, no.
So did you expect, pretty much every week has been to the wire, down to that 7th round. Do you expect that? Did you expect Deceptors to come back so hard?
To be honest, this is the week that I was personally most concerned about, purely because Minat and the other characters they play are all kind of unique and also personally bad matchups. Birdie does, as I'm sure you saw in some of those rounds, struggle against Minat, trying to get in, and he has to make very consecutive reads. So this is, it's a welcome surprise in that we took the win, but it was definitely one of our most difficult weeks for sure.
So was your heart in your mouth with that match between Space Ghost and Robbie? It was like down to, I couldn't even see how much health was left. Was your heart in your throat?
100%. I'm pretty sure it stopped for a few moments at the end there. It was, again, unnecessarily close, but I'm glad it worked out, yeah.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing to watch as always, and congratulations again, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, yeah, definitely.
Back to you, Luke.
Always the entertainer. Turns out they were just putting it to be that close so we were drawn in. Isn't that nice? I thought there were mistakes,
so
but there you
nice.
go. Right, let's get into some of the analysis right now. What rounds do you want to look at? Because they were all amazing games.
Oh,
weren't
man,
they?
they were a lot of fun. What
Yep.
I actually want to look at is the last game with Robbie and Space Ghost. This
Okay.
was an amazing game to watch.
We really
think-
saw Robbie Slar hit some form here, didn't we?
Yeah, no, he was playing so well.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Space Ghost is also playing quite well.
Yeah,
himself.
yeah.
He had some good anti-airs, good, as we saw, flash kicks again. This is not looking good for Robbie right now. He is close to stun. This could potentially be it. But we had a huge run back from him. It all starts with his V-trigger activation, which we're about to see off this sweep there.
Damn.
So the V-trigger activation, really good comeback mechanic. Gives a lot of characters access to new moves or something to really amp them up. And for Alex, it gives him a,
So I think that must have been round one. So we're watching from
yeah,
round one,
sorry.
which is, yes, so Robbie Slar went down. But this is, I think, where we see Robbie Slar come back hard.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the round where we see Robbie come back.
Mm.
But Dookie coming in strong with the big crush counter.
Space Ghost. Yeah, yep.
I'm on fire today.
You did great, Lockie. It's because I ignored you earlier. I know.
Yeah, it's all right. All right, so
So yeah, this is where we see Robbie Slar really come in hard.
yeah. So Space Ghost has a lot of work to do at the moment. Alex does have a bit of health. All right, so again, that V-trigger activation, really important for Alex, and a big confirm into the critical art from Space Ghost. Now, what the V-trigger does for Alex is it gives him access to a parry, which means he gets to knock aside any move. And
That's
he uses it
that
there.
huge comeback you were talking about right there, bam.
And I cannot believe that killed. Look how much life he didn't have. But
Amazing.
nice work there from
Amazing from Robbie Slar. Really great to see both those players really stepping up in that game, didn't they? Because we haven't
Yeah.
really seen that form from them yet, I think, this series.
Yeah, no, 100%. That was Space Ghost's first win, I believe.
Yeah.
And Robbie so close to clutching that out. And
Heartbreaking to see that happen to the Deceptors. But right now, to the all-important Astro MVP for that match. Righto, Lockie, who is it? I mean, there's a lot of amazing play that we just saw.
Look, this was actually a really tough one
Yeah,
to
I
call.
bet, I
Like
bet.
we had Robbie played really well. Unfortunately, he didn't take a game. Camzace clutched out quite a lot and played really well, but has to go to Rumors again. Like
It's hard to fault
held
right now,
the
isn't
team
it?
together. He won all 3 of his games. He, as you said, hard to fault. He's playing so well. It looked like
Bill, it did come down. It came close today, didn't it?
yeah, it came so close. It really looked like Camzace was going to be the person to knock Rumors off his high horse. But no, he clutched it out, had some massive comebacks, massive runaround victories, and look at that smiling face.
Look at that
He's so
smile.
happy.
As if you wouldn't be. He
He's
finished
so
the whole match with a perfect KO.
Oh, and perfect KO to close it out as well.
Impressive stuff. Rumors a Ghost. Really impressive stuff. Right now, so that's right, Rumors a Ghost deserving MVP for this round. All right, we're going to go check in now with Ash. She's hanging out with Camzace from the Brisbane Deceptors. How's he holding up? He's doing all right, Ash?
Yeah, I think Camzace is doing pretty well. Are you doing pretty well? That was a very tight match. Did you expect it to be so tight?
Yeah. Going into the match, we knew it would be a hard-fought one. One we thought we could take, definitely. Just didn't close it out at the end.
That game between Space Ghost and Robbie, neither of them had a win so far. That was so close. I mean, was your heart in your mouth? Like, how is the pressure levels? Like, the crowd was going wild. Like, what was happening for you guys?
Oh, we were thrilled at how well he did. Given that he hasn't taken a game yet, he was so close both times. He almost did it. He almost won it for us. He just couldn't pull on, and that's just the Alex life, I guess.
So how is it having the live audience playing in front of them and having them cheer you on? Does that help you out at all?
I don't know. I think it's a detriment to me. It's so nerve-wracking. It's like nothing I've experienced. It's quite a lot for my first, my first real competitive experience.
Yeah, well, I thought that it was an absolutely amazing match to watch. You guys fought so hard. I'm so sorry they didn't get there right at the end, but look, hopefully you can bring it home next week, yeah?
Yeah, we can.
Thank you so much for chatting to me.
No worries. Thanks.
Back to you, Luke.
Thanks, Ash. I'm really rooting for